Hi, Gemini, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your March Horoscope from me, Kim McGrath at Expressions of the Universe. We have a pretty bad storm brewing out there, but I'm going to do your March Horoscope. So we have full moon in Virgo on March 9th, and guess what? Mercury's going direct, so thank goodness, because we should be getting some relief from that. That full moon will be in the 12th house for Gemini. So this is a lot of past karma, past life karma, karma that you've created in this life, hidden things becoming revealed. This is also the spirit world, connection with things that are dreamlike, the arts, institutions. So be really careful that you don't drink and drive. I'll tell you that, because you could get locked up. There's a new moon in Aries on March 24th, and that will be in our 6th house. I am a Gemini sun sign. So what is that? That would be paying attention to our daily routines, our animals and pets, paying attention to our health, probably sprucing up the nest. I think everybody is doing that, with the change of the seasons coming. Let's see what the cards have to say. So our angel card is, it's generosity. And I know I'm always generous. I don't know about you, but I think I'm overly generous. But it says generosity is a quality of spirit. Our affirmation is, I am generous hearted. It is rejoicing in the good fortune of others, even when you have nothing to celebrate for yourself. So I like that, because I always like to be happy for good things happening to my friends. And I think that's really important, that we are happy for the people around us when good things happen to them, because don't you want people to be happy for you when good things happen to you? Now let's see what the crystal card for the month of March is. I know for myself that new moon in Aries, I do have to get into a better exercise regimen, start to eat better again. I was doing really well and then kind of fell off the wagon. But the spring is coming, bathing suit weather is coming, and this body isn't getting into one until I shape it up. So if you are like me, I've gotten very comfy cozy over the winter. That new moon in the 6th house for the Geminis will help us get out and about. All right, so this is interesting. It is black tourmaline. It is purification. I love this. I have black tourmaline gridded throughout my house. It really helps with the electromagnetic energy that comes off of TVs and electronics. I do keep it at my door with rose quartz and white selenite in order to, put up a barrier with some salt also in the doorway. And I do have it placed all throughout my house. Black tourmaline, white selenite, and rose quartz as a form of protection to not let any negative energy cross into my home. So I really like this. But this is kind of saying to me that we need to put up our protection. Maybe we've let our guard down during Pisces season, especially maybe during the Mercury retrograde. So it could possibly be reestablishing some boundaries, clearing out our space and putting up some better protections. So I will highly recommend that and suggest that. I think everybody should have this. I also keep this in my purse and at my workplace so that it clears out that space and blocks the negativity. Purification, this is going to go with the new moon in Aries on March 24th, because with that being the sixth house, we need a detox. Body, mind, and spirit detox. That's what I'm picking up for that. Now let's see what our animal totem is. So I know you guys, how has the Mercury retrograde been for you? Even though it's been in Pisces and Aquarius, Mercury rules Geminis, the sun signs, the rising signs, and the moon. So it could have been particularly difficult for you. I know it was for me, and oh crap. Sorry about that. I always say what falls to the floor comes to the door, but that was half the deck. So are we being protected by all of the animal spirits? I found a dead dove on my front lawn in my garden tonight, right before I'm recording this. Tell me what you think that means. Oh, I love this. I'm feeling that it means that it's the end of something that's coming, the end of strife, and that good things are coming in. And I can't read without my glasses. Oh, okay. So it's swan spirit, which is beautiful. And it says time for a deep dive. So this also would say it's time for a transformation. That kind of really goes with that sixth house, definitely the 12th house, and the black tourmaline purification. Time for a deep dive is going to go great with the 12th house full moon on March 9th. This is really about getting deep down into your soul. Really beautiful card. But transforming the shadow portion of ourselves, the parts of us that we feel that are ugly, and turning them into something beautiful, or seeing them as something that is beautiful and not ugly. All right, let's do the planets and see what the planets have to say. I need a good reading, because I'll tell you, this Mercury retrograde it's been a doozy for me. You'll have to comment me and let me know how you guys made out with that. All right, so we have, okay, well, this makes sense. So Pluto transformation is coming up, which totally makes sense because it's going with the theme, your ability to transform and take a big leap forward. And it's also like a transformation and a rebirth. The underlying, oh God, I can't even make this up. And you're watching this live, recorded live. So you saw me shuffle and pick the cards. Sixth house is coming up. It's about our daily routines, the details in our lives. It's about our health. And look at her. She's doing yoga. So we got to get up off our butts and start exercising. This is about our work life, health, and duty area of your life. That's what the card says. I guess, well, because it's the service that we provide for others, like our duties, our obligations. But no, I like the woman on the side here, because she's out in the garden. You got to remember, sixth house is ruled by Virgo, and that is an earth sign. So luckily the seasons are changing. I'll be out in my garden. So I love that. And look at those yellow colors. That's all about solar plexus chakra that I'm picking up. All right. Passing from us, which is good, it's Mars. And so that's going to really go with what I was saying about finding that beautiful dove on my front lawn, because I feel that strife and arguments and things that are not easy are leaving our lives. And I found that just before I started to record this. So, oh, sorry. I do have a puppy. And shh, gotta be quiet. You have to be quiet, girl. Her name is Bailey Marie Werner. Don't ask. I know. But anyway, Mars is the planet of the ego. It's the warrior. It's also that Aries energy. So I think that by the third week of March, when the new moon in Aries comes in, that's when all of our troubles are going to start to leave us. And I really love that. Now, what's coming is Taurus. So I'm feeling this is more of that earth energy. This is more of the garden and nature energy. This is prosperity. This is real estate. This is money. This is pleasures, gardens, art, beauty, delicious food, delicious drink, taking time to stop and smell the roses. I'm also feeling that some of us could be getting into a relationship with a luscious Taurus. So if you are in the market for a new relationship, this is something new coming in. Definitely prosperity is going to be picking up. But I feel as though with these two earth cards and that new moon, Gemini sun signs, rising signs, and moons need to get grounded. I feel that, I mean, for me personally, being a Gemini sun sign, I've been a little off balance lately. And it's difficult when the weather is like this to get outside and do some earthing, which is taking your shoes off and sinking your feet into the ground, into the earth, into a bed of grass, even the sand in the ocean or a creek or a stream or a lake. Because that really will help to dispel any of those negative ions that are in your body. And also, if you are experiencing pain, earthing really makes a difference to get out there and make contact with the earth, because there's something, like even if you have a headache, lay your head down in the grass and you'll be surprised. Your headache will go away for as long as you are laying in the grass. Try it. With the nicer weather coming, it will be a good science experiment for you. But as soon as you pick your head up, then the headache comes back right away. All right, so let's see. On top of the Pluto transformation card, we have the water element. So it's our emotions and the way that we sense things. This could be heightened psychic awareness for some of the Geminis. This could also be the shedding of some deep-seated emotions. And I think like where this swan comes in, where it says time to take a deep dive, we need to get down into the core of our shadow and our emotions, and because that often is what's holding us back. On top of the 6th house card, we have air element, and that is communication. And Geminis are an air element. And sorry about the dog, but I need to keep on recording. And I can't edit this because then it won't be authentic, right? Our communications will improve as soon as Mercury goes direct on March 9th. So look forward to that. We could still have some issues through the rest of the month of March while Mercury is still in the shadow period. But I do see an improvement there. Okay, 9th house, faith. So where are you losing faith? Where have you stopped believing? Whenever I lose faith, I always call out to the angels and my guides and my ancestors and ask them to show me a sign. I mean, I literally scream I need a sign. And I usually will get one within, 3 days. It usually comes faster, either within 24 hours or 48 hours. But this 9th house is talking about a loss of faith. Also, power struggles with faith and faith of spirituality and religion and all of these different dogmas. And I think a lot of the arguments for some Geminis could be surrounding this. And also, too, with that full moon being in the 12th house, this really speaks about that, even though this says ninth house, which is ruled by Sagittarius, another fire sign. A lot of people have been brought up that you shouldn't believe in the other side or spirits and, the thinning of the veil and being able to communicate, or even, divination with the cards, because the church told you that that wasn't good. You believe whatever you want to believe, but if it is a loss of faith, you have to call out to your guides, to the angels, and ask them to show you a sign. And then you have to sit back and wait for it. And it can come through in numbers, in songs, in animals, usually like cardinals and blue jays and different animals that will cross your path. So if this is you, please let me know, and let me know if you saw the signs. All right, and on top of this Taurus card, we have the 10th house, the world, and that is ruled by Capricorn. So there's a lot of earth energy in this Gemini reading, but this would be career and prosperity. Definitely more money is coming through, or more opportunities to earn and set your career status out into the world. Make a name for yourself. Things are going to start to pop for you. And you know what's interesting that I just saw when I was talking about the 9th house and religion versus spirituality and divination? I'm going to put this card up there. So look, there's a Ouija board, and then there is palmistry, the lines in the palm. I will never use a Ouija board, ever. That's for another time, but don't use it. If you want to summon a demon, then go right ahead. But also, I love the number on the card. It's 33, and that is the symbol of not only the Trinity, but ascended masters. So I don't have enough time in this March Horoscope to go into all of that, but I've talked about these in my other videos. All right, so now let's dive into another layer. Let's get more of the story. So there's definitely some health related things, definitely a lot of spiritual other side. Pay attention. You're going to be contacted in your dreams, or even face to face with somebody that you loved that has crossed the other side, especially recently. I'm also hearing animals that have crossed over will be coming through dream visitations. Pay attention, because somebody's animal is jumping up on the bed and you feel it. Spirit animal. She's confirming. All right, so the universe is coming up. This is on top of the purification, transformation, the Pluto card, the water card. This is speaking about the world being your oyster, taking the bull by the horns. I'm going to freaking kill you. Sorry. But I think the whole universe is opening up. And you know what's interesting? It's card 21. And that nets to a 3. So there's a lot of spirit guidance here in this reading. Material harvest is coming up. And that is coming up with the air and also with this 6th house. So, there could be some Geminis that are thinking about expanding their business and their work life, their daily routine. I really feel that with this Taurus and 10th house card. There's definitely material harvest coming for you. So this could be new business ventures. We also have that air element of communication that is right underneath of this. All right, so also passing, and I love this, it's on top of the Mars card, and the Faith card. And obstacles and challenges are leaving the Geminis, sun signs, air signs, and moons. I mean, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Hopefully this isn't the first video that you've ever seen of mine, because it's a little bit crazy. So you'll have to go check out some others. If you have been watching me for a while, you know that it's usually not this crazy. But I love this. Our obstacles are leaving us. The barriers, the challenges are coming down. Triumph and success is on top of this Taurus and 10th house card. So if you've been having issues at work, or you've been looking for a new job, possibly even been looking for a new home because of this Taurus card, triumph and success, it will be happening. However, so this would typically be an Ace of Swords in a traditional deck. I'm going to say you have to wait for the air sign element to come back in, which would be Gemini, Sun in Gemini. So I think movement will be happening once the new moon comes in on March 24th, and something will get moving, something will get going. But you won't see anything materialize until the end of May through June, when it's Gemini season. Now I'm going to pull one last card from my Happy Happy deck to end this reading for us. I think this is pretty good. I think this has been a good reading. I'm going to go for this one. It's All That Glitters. And this is a great cautionary card. So what this card talks about is you have to be really mindful. And here we have that gold color again. You have to be really mindful when you're choosing things, because All That Glitters is saying, be very careful. Things are not what they seem. Something may seem shiny and sparkly. It may seem like a great deal. It may seem like a great offer, but the underlyingness of it, it will be total shit. So I would be really cautious. Wait until after the end of March to make any big changes, especially like in relationships, changing houses, changing jobs. Something will seem too good to be true. And if it seems too good to be true, trust me, it is. Because all that glitters is not gold. And that is how I'm going to end the Gemini March Horoscope. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Show me some love, comment me, let me know what you're thinking. Be sure to subscribe wherever. I think it might be right there. Subscribe, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, obviously, Pinterest, and my blog, my website at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. I think that's it. So until April, thank you so much for watching. Bye.